the cell is already a computer. The cell has pretty much literally a Turing machine built into it, the DNA tape with a read-write head and memory. And under evolutionary selection, every viable Turing complete system with sufficient resources will develop a degree of intelligence. And here I take intelligence to be the ability of a system to make models, usually in the service of control. Intelligence does not necessarily require you to have neurons. Every cell type that can exchange messages with other cell types that have types and so on, and they can be exchanged with deliberation, can act as a computational unit. And the particular solution that we have with neurons is that they act as a telegraph system, so they can send information in the organism very quickly over very large distances. If you don't have neurons, you will not be able to move your muscles at the limit of physics, which means if you were an animal without neurons, you would not be very competitive with other animals. But running neurons is expensive. You need to metabolize very quickly and a lot. So you probably need to move around to harvest the net entropy that is stored in other organisms. You need to be somewhat predatory, which is difficult for plants to achieve. So plants mostly do their intelligence by talking between adjacent cells, which means that the activation between these cells is going to propagate very, very slowly. And this means that plants have intelligence that is acting orders of magnitude slower than the intelligence that animals can exhibit. But of course, intelligence doesn't stop at the level of the individual organism. And it's important to realize the organism is not a thing in the sense that it's out there in reality. The organism is a function, a pattern by which we describe the organization of lots and lots of cells. That basically it's a coherent pattern in the activity of the cells. The thing that is real, more or less, are the cells. But the organism is a way to describe the interaction between the cells. And it's an organization, right? And you can have organization on the level above the organisms. And that is, for instance, the case in state-building insects. And it's also the case in human civilization, because we are state-building organisms, very literally. So there will be organization between human beings that allows them to interface and build basically a next level agency and next level intelligence that allows us to have multi-generational understanding of the world.